Yes, Vic, this morning at 10 o'clock, the talks will actually begin with the ceremonial handshake. And while UAW members want raises, auto executives say they can't afford to slip into old habits.
So I want to make sure when we come out of these negotiations, we're creating more jobs for more Americans.
Formal negotiations between the UAW and Chrysler begin today with bargaining teams from both sides meeting at Chrysler World Headquarters in Auburn Hills. And the UAW's Bob King says there is only one absolute, that there will be no new concessions.
Our members made tremendous sacrifices to save these companies. All three of the companies are doing much, much better. Not out of the woods, I would argue, in a global economy, but doing much better. And there would be no justification for any concessions or any further sacrifices. Now, that does not mean that we won't work together every day like we do today to make the highest quality vehicles, to have continuous improvement in productivity.
I think the UAW will push very hard. There's no question about that. However, I don't think it's reasonable to expect that they will return to the levels of compensation that we've seen in past years.
UAW leaders tell Action News that they realize that their members want raises, but they cannot go back to the types of contracts that drove the companies toward bankruptcy. And it's the bankruptcies of Chrysler and GM that have shown everyone how much they have to lose.
Do our members deserve a raise? They do. Do they deserve a cost of living formula? They do. And we've got to be smart enough and visionary enough to say the way to get there today is not to add those back into the contract now. Because if we add them back in the contract now and we make it more costly to make a Chrysler or a Ford or General Motors in the competition, then all we'll do is end up in this negative spiral.
And as a result of their bankruptcies, General Motors and Chrysler's had no strike clauses built into their contracts, so it's Ford that could face a strike. Reporting live outside Solidarity House in Detroit, Kimberly Craig, Channel 7 Action News.